Hello and welcome to another channel update with me, Balthelion. Today I'm just going to give you guys a bit of an update on what's going on with the channel, have a little bit of a ramble, and show you guys our kinship house, which is in the Balthelion homesteads. We actually have our own kinship island. Something I've only just noticed, like just before I started recording this video, is there's actually fish in the sea that are actually like jumping around. So you'll see them like swimming around down here, which is pretty cool. So I'm jumping to the left there. There we go. Hey, backflips, nice. So we'll zoom out anyway, so I'll be running around the kinship neighbourhood while I'm talking anyway. But I'm sure you guys have noticed we're in Mirkwood now, so we're going pretty nicely actually on that playthrough. I've actually been able to record that pretty easily since it's just myself for a change. So it's kind of nice to get back to doing stuff on my own for a bit. It's a bit of a change of pace, although it does mean that I have to talk pretty much constantly. I can't just start a conversation and bounce it off of 2, 3, 4 other people, so it's kind of a bit more of a challenge in that respect, but at the same time I can kind of control the pace of stuff a bit easier myself, so it does make stuff a little bit easier. Let's turn the UI on so I can actually get on the map. So yeah, we have this entire island of Tol Falfui, which is pretty nice, so we'll explore outside then we'll go inside. But yeah, so Mirkwood's recording's going pretty nicely at the moment. The schedule seems to be pretty consistently now Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and because I'm going so well, I've thrown in Saturdays as well. So that's pretty much going to be a regular schedule, and that should be the whole way through Mirkwood, no interruptions, 4 episodes a week. It may even stretch to 5, but I don't want to push my luck. But yeah, the recording's going quite nicely. I think the last episode that's just been published today is the last part of the Dower Stocks one, so I'm actually a few regions ahead of that at the moment, so I just need to sit down and edit those episodes to come out a bit later this week. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's a nice change of pace. It's interesting as well since we haven't done the Runekeeper before, so I've been able to sit down and go through that character. It's going to be interesting though because I need to switch over now to do the Fire Runekeeper and kind of learn how to do that properly again. So if you're trying to look to me for a tutorial on how to fire Runekeeper properly, it might take a few regions before I get in the swing of things, but we'll see how we go. Other than that, with the Lotro series, I'm probably going to record maybe another plug-in video, another secrets video probably soonish, but I don't want to get your hopes up. I have to see how that goes. Not entirely sure what they're going to be yet as well. But another thing that I know I keep going on about other series that I might do that's LOTRO-related. I've been thinking about doing one purely covering the epic story, so the whole of Volume 1, even bits that we haven't really seen because we kind of stopped after Angmar and there's still like 7 or whatever books after that. Just kind of going through the epic story in more detail, trying to do some bad voice acting and more orc voices that are going to completely ruin my throat, because hey, why not? And also, as I say, just find those missing chapters that we haven't actually done as well, so that might be interesting to some of you guys. And it does also mean that because we're only focusing on the epic story, that series will kind of go flying through the regions a lot faster, and it will probably overtake the main Let's Play not too far in the future, to be honest. It wouldn't take too long to catch up, so you probably see that progressing into like Rohan and Gondor before we get there in the main series, which might interest some of you that haven't seen that part of the game yet, if you're too low level still. Just try interacting with some of these things. I'm not even sure what some of them do. What does the beehive do? Just make the bees angry. So yeah, I might do that. That'll probably be interesting as well. I've been rolling a few new low level characters as well, just because I've got millions of character slots that I haven't actually used, so I can use one of those brand new, I think they're like C team characters now, because like they're the third character of each class. I've got a few of them now. Could stick with one of those characters, just run all the way up through it. Look at that, Tower of Wolf in our garden, because hey, why not? So that'd be interesting. One of the things that I've always been meaning to do, but I just cannot find the time. I might try and do it over... Oh, hello. I can't run up the stairs. We run through the stairs. Well, I might try and start over the summer if you guys might be interested in it. I might just do like a pilot 1 episode and see how that goes, and if it goes well I might do more. But just to compare how the the Lord of the Rings books have been taken and then put into the game, because there's like some of the writers for the story on the development team are like massive lore nerds, so they stick in like little bits and pieces, and like, you know, the slightest little sentence can inform massive parts of the game, and just like things that you probably wouldn't even notice really. Like if you sat down and like read the books again since you've been playing the game, you might pick up on like loads of these little things about descriptions and how in the game they appear exactly like those descriptions and little things like that. It's quite interesting. So I might try doing one of those videos, like maybe going through the books about a chapter at a time, and see if that's interesting to anyone, and if that proves to be really popular, it might incentivize me to do more of them, but they would be a massive time investment, so we'd see how we go on that. Gonna have a bit of lag while we step inside here. So as far as other series are going, I kind of pushed other series to the side like about halfway through last year, just because I just did not have the time and I wanted to focus on the Lord of the Rings stuff. That's pretty much going to be the same going forwards, but I'm hoping to actually get back and finish off the things that I kind of started and pushed to the wayside. It's like the second half of the Minecraft story mode Telltale game, because we kind of like finished about chapter 4 I think it was, which was kind of like the first plot arc, but there's like another 4 chapters of that, so I'll probably go back and finish that off if I can get the time, and finish off the Batman one as well, and then if I get those done, then there's like no loose hanging series plot threads on the channel at least. So after that, if I find the time, I'll probably go and do the Walking Dead season 3, because I know a couple of people have been asking about that. Let's turn this on. It's getting a bit nippy inside. Let's put the fireplace on. So yeah, I might do that, but my main focus for the foreseeable future is going to be on Lord of the Rings Online and related different series and videos. I'm hoping as well, once the Mordor expansion open beta starts on Balthelion, which allegedly is going to be at some point in June, I will drag myself on there and do some update 20, is it? Or is it 21? I've lost count. But do some update videos on what's happening in that expansion, because there's loads of interesting bits and pieces that are going to be coming. So you're going to have the character model reworks, which they've said is not necessarily going to be like like a full body rework. They're keeping like the same kind of like polygons and meshes for those, but it's mostly going to be about like revamping your face and bringing those up to some kind of like a more modern standard. But they're saying that you can keep the old style as well if you prefer those, which would be interesting. So I'm intrigued to see how that goes. There goes a map of Mirkwood. So we've just finished the Dower stocks in the playthrough. So next up's the Drown Halt. I've recorded that. Then we've got Emin Lum, Scuttledales and Town Morvith, which is kind of like where I'm sort of shuffling backwards and forth at the moment. Gathburs, Ashen Slades, and then Dol Guldur. We're going to do some more instances there, which will be fun. But yeah, so that's about that really. The only other thing I thought I might do, which could be quite interesting, since we've got 250 episodes now of the main Let's Play series, which is a pretty massive milestone. I think it's taken me probably far too long to get here than it probably should have, because I think it's been about 4 years in total now since I started this, kind of like on and off with different bits and pieces. But it's a massive achievement, so I think what I will probably do, if you guys are interested, is do like a Ask Me Anything AMA type thing. So if you guys have got any questions you want to ask, whether it's about the channel, whether it's about the game, whether you've played it or not, if you want to risk asking me some like tips and advice about the game, or about other games that you might want me to play, which, you know, it might be a bit of a disappointment on that front, because I might not have the time to actually do most stuff. But if there's anything you want to see on the channel that's a bit more realistic, like, you know, a particular plugin video, particular secrets video, or just like some like region spotlights, or, you know, just sneak peeks of later regions, more beta videos, that kind of stuff, you can pretty much ask me whatever you like, and if it's anything that I can't or won't answer, then I won't. But we'll see how much interest there is, and if there's enough questions, I will do a video answering them all. And if there's not enough questions, which is fine, then I'll just answer them in the comments to this video. But I'll probably wait a week or two and see how many questions we get. But you can always ask me questions at any point, really, in any video. I'm usually answering them as quickly as possible, and I do try to respond to every comment that gets on the channel, because this channel wouldn't be as big as it is if it wasn't for you guys. So thank you very much for your views and your patronage. Yeah, I think I've pretty much explored the entire house here. So that's pretty much all I was going to put in this channel update. So again, just to reiterate, there's new Lotro every Monday, Wednesday, Friday and Saturday. Might expand it to also be a Sunday as well, but we'll see. Failing which, I'll try and get some other random Lotro videos out on a Sunday as and when they're available. It's not going to be a definite Sunday release though. And I'm going to try and catch up on some of the other Telltale games that I'm missing out on, and try and get those published on the channel as soon as reasonably possible, but certainly by the end of the summer I think is a reasonable deadline. But that's about it for now, so ask any questions you've got in the comments, and thank you guys for watching.